Yo, what is up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back, man. It is a beautiful day as usual. You guys are awesome. Strongest community on YouTube. We're on the road to 10K. I mean, it's a beautiful thing. I mean, we built this thing from the ground up. I got to shout out all the OGs. I see you guys in the comments every day, and it's like, oh, you know what I mean? Like, the hard work is paying off. But I really appreciate you guys. Me and Izzy appreciate you because she knows she getting that top of the line food for her acting skills. You know what I mean? Anyway, we're gonna move straight on to Darrell Brooks. Now, you guys have been hitting me up in the DMs. You guys are like, you're kind of forgetting him. You know, you gotta finish it. You gotta finish strong. There's so many crazy cases coming up. We need to close loose ends. So we have Darrell Brooks, and actually the man who he ran up to, the guy who he asked for the cell phone for. He asked him, you know, I need an Uber. Let me use your phone, this and that. And this dude actually answered the door and gave him his phone. And everybody knows what I would have did. You know, knock, knock, knock. I see my Ring camera, a crazy ass looking man. I'm going to be like, okay, all right. He's at the door. Let's figure it out. What do you want? You want to use my phone? Hell no. Get away. Get the, you know what I mean? Close the door. That's how I would have handled that situation. But anyway, you know, it's a sweet guy. He's a sweet guy. So let's see what he had to say. It's going to be a crazy one. Let's do it.
Do you solemnly swear that the testimony you're about to give shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
Thank you, sir. Please have a seat. The first thing I will ask you to do is to state and spell your first and last names for the record.
Daniel Ryder, Danielrider.
Thank you. Go ahead, your witness.
Thank you. Sir, do you live in the city of Waukesha?
I do.
Where were you living back on November 21st of 2021?
553 Elizabeth Street.
Were you living there, were you home there that afternoon and early evening, that Sunday afternoon?
I was.
Was anybody else home with you?
No.
Can you describe what that residence looks like? Is it a single-family house, multi-unit? What's it look like?
Yeah, it's
Overruled. You may answer.
it's a three or four bedroom house with 2 bathrooms. It's a Cape Cod style home, land and stone. It's got a 2.5 car garage.
Okay. Do you know?
What's a 2.5 car garage? What the fuck? Nah, but from the looks of it, from the sounds of it, he had a pretty nice spot. You know what I mean? Pretty nice spot, really close to the parade. You know, the prime person for Brooks to go and beg a phone call from. But anyways, let's get deeper into it.
What Aries Industries is?
Yeah.
Where is Aries Industries in relation to the house you're describing?
Objection, leading.
Overruled. Witness may answer.
Yeah, Aries is right across the street from my house.
That afternoon, November 21st, were you aware that the Waukesha Christmas Parade was taking place?
Yes, I was aware of the parade.
Did you attend the parade?
No.
Did you watch the Packer game?
I did watch the Packer earlier that day, but I was watching the Chiefs-Cowboys game that evening. Or that, I think it was afternoon. I don't know exactly what time it was. But.
I gotta say, it's lucky for him he decided to go and watch football, man. And I would have been on the same type of vibe. Something about parades, man. I remember a few years ago, a lot of years ago, I was in high school, and I was at one of our carnival parades out in Belize, and this guy got pissed off. He ran over a homeless guy's foot while driving. The homeless guy gets mad, throws his drink on the back of his car. The guy gets mad, pulls a gun in the middle of the parade. Turns out the guy was an officer off duty, getting drunk, and just causing fuckery. You know what I mean? But like shit like that, it's like, okay, I'm in this parade surrounded by hundreds of people, and if he has a bad day and he just decides to go shoot everything up, you know, I could be unlucky. You know what I mean? So that's the reason why I'm just like, fuck all that. I need a controlled crowd where I know where the exits are and I'm not vulnerable. You know what I mean? Parades, I don't know. I'd probably still go to them, but I would need to know where I'm at, man, because that type of shit can happen to anybody. So shout out to him for watching football that day, because who knows where he would have been, you know?
Do you recall what happened at approximately 5 o'clock p.m. that day?
Objection, leading.
That's not
Overruled.
leading,
Yeah, answer.
dumbass.
Yeah, so earlier that day I was in my hometown Prairie du Chien for deer season, and then I drove back to Waukesha.
Oh, and he was getting ready for he was getting ready for deer season. So you know this guy has some guns up in the house. And maybe that's why he was so calm. I don't know. But I would not open my door for a crazy looking man to give him my cell phone to use. I'm sorry. Like, that shit's crazy to me. Unless he had it on him and he was just like, fuck it. If he tries anything, I got it on me. But like, no. I mean, I'm from California. I'm immediately thinking home invasion. Like, I'm not doing none of that shit. We're not going for none of that.
I got home in Waukesha, my home in Waukesha, around 4 o'clock, and was watching the game. And then about 5 o'clock, my Ring doorbell goes off, and then there's a gentleman at my front porch knocking on the door, saying that they're homeless, they're cold, and they need to use my phone so that they can tell their Uber where to pick them up.
What did that gentleman look like?
He was African American. He had long hair and a beard.
Do you remember what he was wearing?
Yeah, he had
He had long hair and a beard. Nah, he had some dreads, son, and some ugly ass dreads. At that point, you know what I mean? He making the dread gang look bad, bro. First of all, just cut it off if it's gonna be that nasty, dog. Like, if you're not gonna take care of your shit, cut that shit off. I mean, you're making us look bad out here, Brooks. I mean, no, he's not. He's making himself look bad. But in general, people who don't take care of their dreads and shit, I'm like, bro, come on now. You got to represent properly.
like a red t-shirt, reddish orange t-shirt, and no shoes on, pants. But I remember it stood out to me because it was cold and really windy that day, and he was outside with a t-shirt and no shoes and saying he's really cold, so that stood out.
You mentioned a few moments ago your Ring doorbell. Is that a device affixed to your exterior door frame?
Objection leading.
Overruled.
It's fixed to the outside of my porch, so not quite on the door, but just next door to the door. Yeah.
Okay. And does that capture video?
Objection leading.
Overruled.
Yes.
What about audio?
Yes.
Objection leading.
Overruled.
Yes.
Did your Ring video doorbell capture the video and audio of your initial interaction with that gentleman on the afternoon of November 21st?
Objection leading.
Overruled.
The Ring doorbell, when it senses motion, it takes a 20-second snippet, and the 20 seconds that I got from the initial interaction was just the suspect coming up to my house and knocking on the door and saying he's homeless and needs help. I didn't get the verbal interaction that I had with him on the Ring doorbell because it only filmed 20 seconds.
After the fact, so later that evening, did you speak with law enforcement?
Yes.
And did you subsequently at some point provide that 20-second Ring video doorbell clip to a law enforcement officer?
Yes.
Did you edit it in any way before sending it?
Objection leading.
Overruled.
No.
See, at this point, with all the objections, he just wants this to take longer. The AC must be nice in that building or something. Like, his cell must be hot. I don't know. He's just such a pathetic human being. He knows this is going to happen. Like, this evidence is going in. He's not leading. He's not being led. They're not speculating. They're asking his experience. He is the only person to have had that conversation with him. You know what I mean? There's no speculation. There's no leading. He's the one filling us in. You know? Because only him and Brooks were there at that moment, and a ring cam to prove that those were the only two there having that conversation. So it's like, bro, shut up. You're so pathetic. Like, I don't know how he ever got girlfriends. Like, how did he get someone pregnant and pass that shit on? You know what I mean? That's the question. I mean, shout out to his kids. You know, they'll be fine. They'll be fine. But shit, we do not need him passing on anything else of himself. Hopefully all the kids are like Erica. Or somebody other than Darrell Brooks.
Oh, and there was 4 or 5 different snippets, not just the 20-second snippet. So there was one, the initial interaction of him coming to the door, and then there was another one of him leaving, and then an interaction there, and then the police coming to the door, and him asking to come back inside the house when I wouldn't let him in. So there's 4 clips that I submitted, 4 or 5 that I submitted to the police.
He turned around and asked, "Yo, can I come in the house, man? Can I come in the house, bro? You're not coming in my, you're not coming in my motherfucking house. Are you crazy, bro? Man, see, if he got into the house, he probably would try to turn it into a hostage situation. Like, why you need to come into my house? The man is right outside. Go talk to them. Clear that shit up. Then we can come hang out. You know what I mean? Like, what is going on? Like, that is the wildest shit. The audacity to ask somebody to come into their house and you got the police outside.
All right, let's work our way through those. Let's start, Your Honor. I'd ask that we please show exhibit number 75 for the witness only.
Objection. Relevancy.
Permission to publish. Granted.
Objection.
It's noted. Overruled.
I do.
Is that a timestamp that's a feature of Ring, or was that added after the fact?
Objection.
Overruled.
It's a feature of Ring. I didn't add that. Yeah.
And to your knowledge, does that timestamp appear to be accurate?
Objection.
Overruled.
Speculative.
Yes, that is accurate.
For the record, the objection was overruled.
This is a 20-second clip. I'm going to ask that we play it once with audio.
Look at his ugly ass.
Hey, I called an Uber and I'm supposed to be waiting for it over here, but I don't know when it's coming. Can you call it for me, please? I'm homeless.
I'm homeless. Man, look at that pathetic ass. You see how he comes all humble and fake sweet and like, oh yeah, can you? I'm homeless, man. I'm really cold. Please, man. I'd say, man, if you don't get your ass off of my porch before I,
Just to look at the timestamp one more time. Thank you. And just for those of us with not the greatest eyesight, would you mind reading that timestamp on the bottom right hand at the beginning of this exhibit?
Objection. Leading.
Overruled.
Yeah, it says November 21st, 2021, and the timestamp says 17:01, so 5:01 p.m.
Okay. The voice we heard in that exhibit that we just played, whose voice is that?
Objection. Leading.
Overruled.
Objection.
You may answer, sir.
It's Mr. Brooks's voice.
It's not yours.
No.
Okay. Your Honor, I'd ask that Mr. Brooks please be instructed to remove his face mask momentarily.
Sir, would you please remove your face mask and face the witness?
Was that a question of?
The state's asked there, sir, please remove your face mask and face the witness.
I'm confused. He made a statement about voice.
Bro, we've been past that, bro. You objected somehow because of the voice. Okay, what are you gonna say? Hearsay, bro? It was only you and him. There's no hearsay there. Like, just remove the mask. I love how every time he has to move the mask, he turns it into some bullshit. It's funny, actually. It's funny and it's sad. Like, he is a sad man. You know exactly where you're going. Like, he knows exactly where he's going. There's no doubt in his mind.
The question's been asked and answered. Please remove your mask.
What was the question?
Please remove your mask and face the witness.
There you go. There you go, sweetheart.
Mr. Ryder, do you see the person depicted in exhibit number 75 in the courtroom today?
Yes.
Can you identify him for us by telling us where he's sitting and what he's wearing?
He's sitting at the table right there wearing a black suit and a gray striped tie.
I'd ask the record reflect that the witness has identified Mr. Brooks.
The record will reflect that the witness has identified.
Somebody told me that 100% blow means 100% black over white. I really don't think that's what it means, but if it does, that just adds to his like what? That blind racism type shit, bro. It's so stupid to me on every side, on either side. This shit is just so dumb. You know what I mean? But I don't know if that's what it really means. Maybe it could mean coke, but somebody wrote that in the comments, and I was like, really? That would make sense, like, if you put the letters together. Y'all let me know if that's for real what that means. But I don't know. That that would be an ignorant ass tattoo right there.
The defendant as the person depicted in this video and the person who was on his porch on November 21.
Objection. I don't consent to being called that name. For the record.
Oh, we know,
Go ahead,
Mr.
your next
Brooks.
question, please.
We know, sweetheart. Don't worry.
We don't get a lot of police traffic on this street, and I'm getting nervous, and this is just too weird of a situation. You're fine to wait for your Uber, but you need to do it outside of my house. And he was a little bit like, oh, no, it's okay, don't worry, man, don't worry. And I said, no, you need to be outside, because I was getting a little nervous because I thought personal. So,
How would you describe his demeanor as he was inside your house?
Objection. Leading.
Overruled. You may answer.
tempting or anything, but I let him in the back door, and I think I gave him a coat right away.
Back door.
What
door did you let Mr. Brooks into your home?
I let him in the back
Objection.
door.
I don't consent to being called that name.
Overruled. Go ahead, you may answer.
Yeah, the back door.
Okay. So he went around the side of the house to get to the back door?
That's right.
What happened
Why?
when he got to the back door?
I don't remember exactly. I remember letting him in. Well, I remember, so I just got back hunting, so I asked him to go through the back door so I could make sure I didn't have any weapons laying around. And so after that was good, then I let him in the back door. Well, just to give me a second to make sure.
Okay, listen to me. Oh, I did that to make sure no weapons were laying around. My boy got the strap. See, the only way I would ever, first of all, I wouldn't let somebody in my house. But the only way I would let some stranger into my house is if I had it on me. Like, right on me, you come through my door, and I'm looking at you right in front of you. You try any shit, I'm shooting you in my house. I'm sorry. But even then, like, why, bro? Like, you feel so comfortable with all those guns in your house, man. It takes one wrong move. Your house is your safe haven. Don't let nobody up in there unless you know them. Like, that shit was stupid. That could have went left really fast.
It was tempting or anything, but I let him in the back door, and I think I gave him a coat right away, and then gave him my phone, and then told him where to sit down. And when I told him to sit in the spot, he didn't move or anything. He stayed right there and listened to me.
What else did you give him?
I gave him a sandwich because he said he was homeless, and I said, oh, I can get you some slippers to put on your feet to warm your feet up. I never did end up giving him slippers.
Oh, my God.
But yeah, so I gave him a jacket to wear while he was at my house. I gave him a spot to sit and wait for the Uber and a sandwich.
You testified
Damn,
earlier.
bro, that's love right there. Now, let me tell you right there. That's love right there. If that guy really needed help, I mean, shout out to this guy, bro, because I know damn well I wasn't going to do that shit. Man, you could talk to me from outside these bars. That's what you could do. But maybe it's like a different atmosphere in Waukesha, you know? Maybe it's different. But where I'm from, you don't do that shit. Hell no.
That he was on the phone with his mom. How do you know that?
Objection. Speculative.
Overruled.
A few reasons. I heard him say mama a lot, and his mother called me, and I didn't answer, but his mom called and left a voicemail after the fact, confirming it.
Whose phone was he using while he was inside your house?
Objection. Relevancy.
Overruled.
He was using my personal cell phone.
How would you describe his demeanor as he was inside your
Antsy.
house?
Objection. Leading.
Overruled. You may answer.
I would say flustered, but also there were many times he was thanking me, and so he was grateful, and he even said, thank you so much for showing me love, man, and he was calling me bro, and so it wasn't, I guess that didn't make me feel like I was in any danger at the moment.
Did Mr. Brooks leave your home at some point?
Objection. I don't consent to being called that name.
Yo, this man is throwing out every objection in the book. Objection, relevancy, speculative, not that name. Yo, he's on a roll today. I have to admit, he's not giving us the same objection. You know what I mean? Usually he gives us the same one over and over. Speculative. This time he's going all over the spot. Good job, Brooks. Man, working hard in that cell. You could tell he was working hard in there. Studying, learning objections that don't mean anything. Yeah.
Overruled. You may answer.
I'm sorry, I lost train of thought. Can you say it again?
Did he leave your home at some point?
Yeah, he left when I asked him to. So he was in my house for 8 or 9 minutes, and then I was standing on the front door looking outside because I was getting a little nervous because I thought the Uber would be there in a minute or two, not 10. And so after 8 or 9 minutes, I'm looking around outside and I see a police car drive by. And then I see another one coming down the street. And so I tell him, I say, hey, we don't get a lot of police traffic on this street, and I'm getting nervous, and this is just too weird of a situation. You're fine to wait for your Uber, but you need to do it outside of my house. And he was a little bit like, oh, no, it's okay, don't worry, man, don't worry. And I said, no, you need to leave. And he listened and got up, and I've got video footage of that, of me escorting him outside of my house. He's still on the phone, and he's still got my jacket on, but I just said, you need to leave. Do you want me to say, do you want me to keep going, or...
You see, there you go. The reason why he didn't do anything combative is because he's facing another man. That's the only reason. Brooks is a coward, so he's not going to raise an issue with another man. I highly doubt that. He'll raise it with a woman. He'll smack her, he'll hit her, punch her, fuck her up. Let's go. But once it's another man of any stature, Brooks is a pussy, scared, very frightened, tender, as he would say.
I just want you to answer my question. So,
Okay, yeah.
Let's pause there, though.
Sure.
And show for the witness only, please, exhibit number 77. Do you see yourself in that video?
It looks like
Yes.
It looks like he reached for the phone, and Brooks was like, "Nah, I'm not ready yet." Yeah, that man want his phone back.
Do you see yourself in that video?
Yes.
What are you wearing in the video?
A gray shirt. A gray shirt.
Did you hear the wind in that video?
Yes.
What do you recall being said in that portion of the video?
Objection, leading.
Overruled.
I'm walking Mr. Brooks outside of my house, and my neighbor, Greg, says, "Are you guys looking for that guy?" And I had no idea of anything at this point, and so I say, "I don't know. This might be him."
Oh shit!
You can hear that in the audio.
A snitch right here. I don't know. This might be him. Now, what if Brooks had something on him and he just said, "You know what? Screw you." Bop, bop. Like, come on. You don't say some shit like that. Here, this might be him, Johnny. Like, what the
I don't know. And then I say, "Can I have my phone, please?" And then after that, I say, "Can I have my jacket, please?"
Did he provide those items to you?
He did.
Okay. Can we put up for the jury, please, exhibit 78?
Oh, here they come. Haha, whoa. Nah, woe to you, sir. Get the fuck down. Like they said.
Mr. Ryder, what happened during that video clip?
Objection, leading.
Overruled.
Mr. Brooks, or I should say the suspect, came to my
Mr.
door,
Brooks.
asked to come back inside to look for his ID. I said, "No, I'll look for it. You stay out there." And I was looking underneath the couch and everywhere that he sat for his ID when I hear the police officers saying, "Put your hands up." And
Did you ever find that person's ID?
no,
Did that person leave anything else inside of your house?
no,
He lied.
Flip-flops?
No.
Sweatshirt?
nothing.
Objection, leading.
Sustained as to the form of the question. Please rephrase that last question.
What, if anything else, did that suspect leave in your house?
I don't.
Objection, leading.
Overruled.
That's not
You
leaving.
may answer.
I didn't find anything left in my house.
Okay. Can we please show for the jury exhibit 79? We will play it once with audio.
26, 500 block of Elizabeth, 126.
Oh, they already saw the ring cam.
Hey, do you know this guy? Absolutely not. Okay.
I would get to disowning him immediately.
We paused at 18 seconds. That's the police officer you were talking about?
Yeah.
Okay. Can you, just for the record, read for us the time and date stamp on the bottom right-hand corner here at the 18-second mark of exhibit number 79?
Yeah, it's November 21st, 2021, and the time is 17:12, 59 seconds, so 5:12 p.m.
The video is a little bit blurry. Do you know where Mr. Brooks is at this point?
Objection leading, and I do not consent to being called that name.
Overruled. The objection's noted. You may answer the question.
Yeah, the suspect is on the east side of my walkway, on the northeast side of my house, in my yard. If you see where those two police officer heads are, the suspect is on the grass right there.
I like how he adheres to him not consenting to be called that name. So, you know, the suspect, bro, you are too nice, man. You need this. Like, am I tripping? This kid is really, really fucking nice. I'm calling him kid. We're probably the same age, but yo, the way he's acting, I feel like calling him kid because yo, tighten up, bro. Not everybody's as nice as you. I learned that the hard way. Like, nah. You can't be that nice to everybody in the world, especially not, man. This could have went so bad. Like this could went so bad for the potential victim, for him. You know, what if Brooks decides to act crazy? Shit could have went crazy, man.
That's all I have for this witness. Thank you.
All right. Any cross?
Yes.
Yes, of course we have cross. All right, friend, Mr. Brooks. What do you got? The genius lawyer, you know, the one who never hurt nobody, the one who wouldn't hurt a soul.
Just one second.
Have some compassion is what his mama said.
Whenever you're ready.
Have some compassion. Our boy is freestyling He's freestyling this entire court proceeding. I love it. It is comedy to watch.
To him by name. Why do you refer to him by name if you didn't know him?
Because after the fact, the police officers and other people involved informed me of who the suspect was that was at my house that night.
It would be fair to say you captured, or your ring captured quite a little bit of video. Would that be fair to say?
Yeah.
And did you turn over all the ring footage to law enforcement?
I believe so. I mean, there was probably 7 or 8 other snippets of just officers coming in and out. I do believe I turned all that in, but nothing of evidence or anything.
And were you aware that the ring footage was shown on social media platforms?
I was aware, yes.
Where's he going with this? Then nothing's gonna be tainted because that shit got spread. You know what I mean? You do bullshit. You live in the age of the internet. People will share it. You're still gonna go to jail and get tried for it. See, Brooks always comes with this angle thinking that he has a slam dunk, and it's so hilarious watching him maneuver these angles like they're gonna mean anything. Like, bro,
Idea how that came about?
Objection.
Grounds.
Relevance.
Grounds.
Overruled. He may answer.
Yeah, I released it.
Yo, he released that shit and he probably made up some money. Put that shit on YouTube, put that shit on TikTok. Man, he made a quick little bag real quick.
You released it. What do you explain what you mean by released it?
Yeah, the news wanted the footage, and I thought that this was good footage for this community and the victims to see some justice of the suspect put into cuffs, so I decided to release it.
Nice. Nice.
Were you paid for that release?
Probably.
I was.
Hell yeah.
So
Hell yeah. Boy, this is America. We get paid for shit. There ain't nothing wrong with it. Hell yeah, he got paid for it. And he uploaded it to all his social media too, I'm sure.
fair to say that you profited off your ring footage.
Fuck yeah, I did.
The incentive to release the footage was not to make money, and we donated a lot of money of the money we did see off of it. But yes, we did. The money did make, or the video did make money.
Do you recall how many videos you released
I believe it was 4.
Nice.
and you got paid for all 4?
Of course.
I don't know if it was paid for a per video basis, or we were getting bombarded by the news, so we did it. We worked with the agent that then dealt with all the news people, and we just got some off the back end. So I don't exactly know how that works.
Oh man, see another thing, the agent, and you didn't know what happened at the back end. He probably got stiffed out of some money. Man, I'm telling y'all, when we go even higher than we are, we're hitting the 10K, right? We're going even further. I'm gonna get a fucking team. We're not playing those games. Eventually, I'm gonna do part-time on my job, and we're gonna go really, like, we're gonna have a whole, we're gonna have gears turning. So like, you can't just say, oh, I got an agent and I just got the back end. Nah, you have to hound them. It doesn't matter if you're annoying, this, that, the other. Like, that's one thing I don't play about. It's my money and the things that I'm building. You're not gonna fuck that over easily. And maybe it just wasn't that big a deal to him, Maybe it wasn't, and he just was like, yeah, just give me a number and I'll take it. But me, on the other hand, hell no. Like, maybe it's because I'm building something, so I'm a bit more territorial about it. But yeah, no, we have to check every T and cross every T and dot every I and that shit.
So would it be fair to say that you sold that footage?
Yes.
An unprepared man. Super unprepared.
And you stated that you were, while having this interaction, you were a little nervous. That be fair to say?
Yes, sir.
Did you feel like you were in any danger or just nervous?
I never felt like I was in danger until I saw the police driving by. Then I did.
Yo.
But initially, your interactions, you didn't feel like you would be overtaken in any way?
No, and the person at my door was very polite, so I didn't feel in danger.
And that's one thing I'm gonna say. He does this wolf in sheep's clothing thing, man. He does it very well. He goes up and he tries to be super respectful, super nice off the top, make him feel like he's just the nicest random dude you've ever met. No, not knowing that deep down this guy is an entitled piece of shit. I don't know if it was his mom. I don't know if it was his upbringing, but everything he feels like he deserves already. And that's just not how shit works, bro. You gotta fight for the shit you want. He's mad at life because he's a failed rapper and he has a baby mama that he went to jail for because she was underage. Man, you make better choices then. Like, yeah, that's that shit, bro. That's that bullshit that makes you just want to smack him across the face, because it's like, that's the type of thing where it's like everything you do is somebody else's fault. You can't take accountability. And that's lame.
Status of the form.
So you made reference to still keeping the voicemail. Did you keep any of the ring footage?
It's still on my phone, yes.
You said it was like 6 or 7 videos?
I didn't keep anything past the officer coming up to my door after. So I think I've got only 4 saved, maybe 5.
Any reason why you would keep those this long?
in case somebody else wants them.
Just haven't felt the need to get rid of them, I guess. I mean, it's that video is protecting me, you know.
Yeah, I'm
being
gonna pause it
involved.
right there, and I'm gonna stop it there. Brooks is he's going all in all these circles trying to make it seem like he did something wrong and he tainted the evidence because he sold it. No, that's gonna be used by court regardless. If it leaks out, it leaks out. That's called life, bro. He's just mad that there's so much evidence pointing to him. There's so much evidence that makes him the bad guy. They go in detail. I feel like this court proceeding wasn't even so much as to get him convicted. It was more to make an example, to show all the destruction one person caused, why it was caused that way, how irrationally it was caused, and why he's going to jail for 7 life sentences, plus another life, what was it, plus 100 years. Like, you know what I mean? That's wild. Like, and it makes you understand why everybody just wanted to put him into the ground, you know? But yo, this was the man at the door, you know, the ring cam man on the Darrell Brooks case. Absolutely wild, man. We're gonna continue with this, but for now we are out of here. Izzy's over here. Oh, she done now, huh? You heard me say we were done, huh? She heard me, I swear. Anyways, y'all, stay inside, stay safe. We're gonna continue and finish this Darrell Brooks case piece by piece. We're going to stay up to date with Miss Shabusiness also and Alexis Avila. Those are the 3 that I'm most interested in right now. Keep on shooting the Instagram messages. I read them. I read most of them. I ain't going to lie. I don't read all of them, but I'm trying to read all of them. You know what I mean? But until then, y'all, stay inside, stay safe. Love you guys. I'm out.